Okay, the Taurus G3C. I declared this the year-end budget pistol winner because I got this at a ridiculous price with the rebates and some combined other savings credit card points, in-store points. So we got our budget gun, and even though this is more of a concealed carry, we're going to get our budget holster. Again, this one came off of Amazon, okay? And this is not an inside the waistband or concealment carry holster, tactical gear, or and by Be Done or whatever, and made in China. So basically, and I believe this one cost $20. Okay, this holster cost 20 bucks and free shipping. So that's what I paid for it, $20 bill. Comes in a nice box. And this is a paddle holster that clips on the outside of your belt. And in the box you get the paddle holster and an Allen wrench. And this is made for the Taurus series of the PT 111, G2C, and the G3C. So, and this is a specifically designed holster for them. The holster fits extremely snugly in there. It locks. You got your button lock here. It's not a retention type style holster. It has this paddle or lock or whatever you want to call it, which latches onto the trigger guard. So I kind of like that. And it's just standard paddle holster here. And it's adjustable, you know, if you clip it on your belt. I think you all know how the paddle holster works. So it hangs on the outside. And then when you get the wrench here, you can adjust it. Okay, once you loosen this screw up here, if you look in between that round thing with the teeth, and you can actually rotate this 360 degrees, you kind of get it where you want it, like about right there, and then retighten it with the wrench until you lock the teeth in somewhat like that. And then what I can do with this is put this in the 5 o'clock position or in the small of my back and hold that gun like this, then reach around my back and trip that button and pull it. So it's pretty interesting. It's a very simple holster, very basic. It does fit the gun well, which I'm surprised a lot of these. And this is not a universal holster. It's not advertised at that. It's advertised specifically for this gun model. Okay. All right, I'm making a little clip that in here because I know some of you are going to ask, and plus I'm going to review a universal holster. The holster designed to fit the G2C and G3C variants, and it does that quite well. Now, let's try some other ones just so we get it out of your mind. In our lineup, the FXS9 does not fit whatsoever. The Stoeger STR9C also does not fit at all. The Taurus 709 Slim will go in, but does not lock, okay? And that is because the shape of the trigger guard, okay? If the trigger guard was a little different, this might work, but it does not. and the Taurus GX4. Okay, goes in, latches, but is extremely loose because the width of the frame slide. So, to answer all your questions, I believe this holster, I got a G3C, I don't have a G2C, but those are the only two guns that will fit in this specific holster correctly. Okay, and it is quite good for 20 bucks. Granted, it is not really a concealment inside the waistband holster, but now my discount gun has a holster that is pretty versatile. It fits well. We'll see how it stands up. We'll see if it rubs off the finish. I'm going to take this to the range. And for on the range, just shooting, or if you are in a climate where you're wearing a coat or heavy jacket or something, you can still be concealed, you know, wearing a coat or something with this open carry style holster, paddle holster. And also, depending on where you live, there are a lot of people, instead of screwing around with a concealed carry, open carry a gun. And where I live, you see more and more of it. People come to stores wearing a gun, open carry in plain sight. And if there's not a store policy about you not having a firearm on the premises or something, them usually them signs, nobody says nothing. Kind of amazed me, but it just shows you how our society is getting so screwed up that where open carry in states where it's allowed, some states make you open carry a gun if you have it on your person. So this is a pretty neat holster for 20 bucks. I'd recommend, you know, buying it if you don't mind having a holster on the outside of your belt, a paddle holster. This is pretty good value. I will put a link to this on Amazon. Again, I got it on Amazon, 20 bucks. I got Amazon Prime, was free shipping, so it was $20 to get it here in 48 hours to my house. So not a bad deal. But something to check out again. You know, generic Chinese-made tactical gear, but I think it's pretty good for the money and the purpose. Like I said, even though it's not a concealed carry, it's still not a bad deal.